Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. I will introduce myself. My name is Azlan bin Bakar, matric number 208471 and my group mate. So our group will present method of processing oil palm fund as of oil palm farm fund. So as we all know, oil palm is important crop in Malaysia. The production of oil palm has increased significantly and it was important contribution to our national income. Oil palm is the most efficient oil type crop in the world. This is because its ability to produce high yield per hectare compared with other type of crop in the world. Due to high demand of oil palm in Malaysia, the production of this crop also increased as well as the biomass product. Oil palm biomass could be categorized into many parts such as oil palm trunk, oil palm frond, empty fruit bunch, oil palm meal, and palm pressed fiber, and so on. So most of this biomass left without any treatment. Common practice zero A common practice like zero burning mostly apply without any concern, which create the environment concern or problem like a greenhouse effect and also pollution, which could give a health problem. So in this presentation, we will highlight the oil palm frond application. Oil palm frond is the second largest biomass product by oil palm. The source of oil palm frond is high during the replanting and the and replanting process and the pruning. The study was made where 14.47 kilogram per hectare were produced during replanting and 10.40 kilogram per hectare during pruning. In normal practice, the conventional method of oil palm farm disposal is by zero burning technique. Sometimes it will left rotten on oil palm plantation site. So in this presentation, we will show the better alternative to recycle oil palm farm in order to conserve our environment. So I will pass to the next presenter.
Thank you, Azlan. My name is Muhammad Shazwan bin Saidi, Naminatrix 208593. So I will continue the presentation for the compost of oil palm trunk. So composting is a continuous process of reducing the organic substance into smaller volume that happen under the natural or controlled condition involve decomposition process until the ratio of carbon to other element are equal at the same time, providing the nutrients for the plant. So in Thailand, composting is the most favored option to manage the solid waste of the oil palm industry. The main aim of composting is to have a quality end product, and it begins as soon as the waste generated. It is the interdependent bioprocess of transforming organic matter to useful product through the decomposition of organic matter by the action of various organisms, recycling, treatment, and disposal waste from the natural sources. In short, composting involves the bioconversion process of an organic waste substrate into the stable organic end product. Bioconversion, also known as biotransformation, is the conversion of organic material, such as plant or animal waste, into usable product or energy sources by biological processes or agents such as microorganisms. Next slide. So this is the process of the compost. Uh, for your information, there are a few main factors that may be able to affect the composting process, which is temperature, carbon to nitrogen ratio, aeration, which is percentage of oxygen, moisture content, porosity, and pH, which is the power of hydrogen. So for this slide, this is the basic concept for composting and the simple flow of the composting oil palm frond. So I will explain a little detail about the process flow for the oil palm frond until it become a compost. So first, the process of composting the oil palm frond was started by collecting the pruning oil palm frond and grind the oil palm frond using grinding machine. Then the natural decomposition of the oil palm frond in the oil palm plantation is done by spreading the frond with the mix of empty fruit branch in the field as a mulch on top of nylon net at the specific rate. Approximately 10 months needed to complete the decomposition process, and the weight of the remaining frond on the nylon net used to estimate the rate of decomposition. So, compost is considered mature enough when it reaches 30 degrees Celsius heat temperature and the pH value is about 4.5 to 6.0. And then we have to mix it with the chicken dung in the ratio of 3 to 1, which is 3 parts of oil palm frond and with the mixture of empty fruit branch, and the 1 part is the chicken dung. The fermentation process was done for 21 days by covering the mixture with the plastic wrap. After it reached 21 day, we need to mix again the mixture until it well blend, and then the examination sample are taken to for lab testing. So if the mixture pass the inspection, then after that we can process with the packaging process of the compost for sale. Next slide. So this is the image show for the process included, which include mixing, grinding, pruning, and also fermentation. So next I will pass to the next presenter.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ahmad Nur Fahmi Binodin and my tick number is 208499. I would like to present about pellet process. First, first step, the front and leaves or the plant are counted using a chopper until fine. Second step is dissolve urea and stabile in 8 liters of water. Then spread the frond and leaf on a thread and water with a solution of urea and stabile until exhausted. Stir the pearl until well mixed. They are then all the ingredients are put into the drum, compact and closed tightly to maintain airless, which is an anaerobic condition. After 2 or 3 weeks, the material is ready to use. Last but not least, when the material is open, dry it first, then give it to livestock, and we can use it. Okay, Aslan, can you next slide? In the table, you can see the amount of nutrients such as protein, fiber, and energy of leaf and palm frond is higher than grass. It is very good for raising livestock. Protein has its goal, reproduction, and fattening for animal. For the energy, it can be for carrying out of activity. Next slide. For the application, we have two applications. The first is open front can even be used as animal feeds. First, decompose. Sorry. First, the application for animal feed. First is a pellet front all pan is higher protein. It can increase 5 kg per day of feed animal. Then the farmer can sell the pellet with the 30 ringgit Malaysia for 5 kg, 50 kg. Now, many sellers sell pellet from palm leaf process because the demand is very high and the price is cheap. For next application is organic fertilizer. This compost usually used by farmers on their farm because it can increase the yield of more than food. Then the weight or mass or bunch increase significantly. Bunch or look large and heavier. Last, compost fertilizer made using phone at least can sell at price of 5 ringgit per kg. It will increase the income of farmer. Okay, next slide. Need this example for application in the aquatic. Adlan, can you play the video? Okay, thank you. So for the conclusion, I pass to Azlan.
So in conclusion, our palm farm has shown to be advantageous source for our biofertilizer and as well as animal food substitute. From providing nutrient to plant into the into high quality feed for poultry industry, it really show that the effectiveness of the recycle or palm farm in plantation industry. It is a great alternative rather than zero burning with less effect into the world environment. Also, it could provide extra income to our to oil palm industry. So that's all from us. Thank you.
Thank you.